All right. LDBC, this is your boy, the coach, your live on the coaching show, live. Guys, please excuse my background. I'm driving home and, I want to get this video out before I hit the house. Folks, I'm going to tell you, I have thoroughly enjoyed the All Access with Gervonta Tank Davis and Leo Santa Cruz. I thoroughly enjoyed this. I thought Showtime, they did a very good job in, producing this masterpiece, okay? And I think this is some of their best work. What I liked about it is I liked how they really got into Leo Santa Cruz's background, like where he from, and how Leo Santa Cruz still cool with his homies. Even though Leo Santa Cruz is rich, he's cool with all his homies that they grew up together, and Leo Santa Cruz has loyalty. Leo Santa Cruz go and he spend his money in the community that he grew up in. I think that's good, that he's able to go do that. He lives where he lives, but he's spending his money in his own community with his own people. I don't have a problem with that. Okay, that's what he do. They also talked, the story with Leo Santa Cruz is very gripping because, the whole story with his dad, I didn't even know his dad, had caught COVID. On top of, him being, diagnosed with cancer, his dad caught COVID. And his dad actually, the doctor told him, your dad won't make it through the night. Well, his dad died twice in the same night, died. And then, it's kind of funny because Leo Santa Cruz was back in training and his dad was sitting there watching the training, But, of course, his dad was incapacitated. He was in a wheelchair, but, his dad was there, and this is a man that supposedly wasn't supposed to be alive right now. He's supposed to be dead. And his dad survived. That's crazy, man. You can tell that, his dad's a fighter. His dad said, nope, I ain't about to go yet. Yeah, I'm going to watch this Tank Davis fight. His dad, that was his dad, and I salute that. Leo Santa Cruz is very, very close to his dad, man, extremely close to his father. And, you just don't see a lot of people, man, that are that close to their father. It's like their relationship, it's like they brothers, that's his best friend, his dad. It's crazy, man, it's crazy. But I thoroughly enjoyed Leo Santa Cruz's story. Now, I enjoyed Gervonta Davis's story, and I think I enjoyed his story even more because, there's some things about Gervonta Tank Davis I didn't even know. You really got to look into who he is, And I have a different view of Gervonta Davis, because I watch these All Access. I got a different view. He does have dreams and goals. He's not just some thug kid that grew up in the street. He does have aspirations. There are things that he really does want to do. And I just found it amazing that, he's goal setting, he's sitting in one of Floyd's houses and Gervonta is saying, I want a house like this. I want to own stuff like this. This is what I want to be. I want to do this, and I know I got to work hard and I got to do this. And you also saw him, I didn't know he was that close to his daughter because Gervonta Davis was acting like, a guy who had no kids, because I always thought Gervonta Davis was reckless, but nah, he says he does everything for his daughter. And, I respect that. I respect the guy. He's in his daughter's life. He's not a deadbeat dad. He's in his daughter's life. He got kids, got a kid. And I think that's good. I think that's one of the good things, that I really got. And then Gervonta was talking about a lot of his boys that they did. A lot of them, that I guess he had an opportunity to go and, do, sell dope and do all kind of thug stuff, man. And he said, them guys are dead, man. And he said, I got into boxing. And then they talked about his trainer, the guy that really got him in there. And his trainer did his background and said that his trainer had spent 10 years in jail. And so, him and Gervonta Davis, it's a loyalty. It's like a father-son relationship. The man was like a father to Gervonta Davis. So, all these people saying that Tank need to get rid of him and Tank going to kick him to the curb. I don't think Tank Davis going to ever kick him to the curb, It's just like Adrian Broner and Mike Stafford. Mike Stafford may not be his head trainer, but, Adrian Broner, he's always going to break Mike Stafford off some bread. He's always going to do that because Mike Stafford was like a dad to him. Mike Stafford used to whoop Adrian Broner's ass as a kid. Used to give him whoopings. And, that's the same kind of relationship that Tank Davis has, with his trainer. Coach Ford. I mean, Showtime did a real good job, man, of breaking it down. Now, what I didn't like, I hated the fact that they talked more about Leo Santa Cruz, than Tank Davis. And parts of me, I was thankful that I got to see, who Leo Santa Cruz is, but it's like they would do a little bit of Tank Davis and then they would do like the whole segments on Leo Santa Cruz. And I kind of thought, man, I'm kind of being robbed, man, because I really want to know more about Tank Davis. I want to know, like, what made him do boxing instead of going to get killed with his friends. Because, of course, Tank Davis didn't know that his friends were going to get killed. He didn't know that. But what in his head told him, look, I better not do that with these guys. I was wanting, like, Tank Davis' story had me wanting, like, more. Like, I was wanting more out of Tank Davis' story. And when they told everybody about his trainer, that gripped me in. Like I watched them all. I binge watched all the All Access. I binge watched every last one of them. Because Tank Davis has his story is chilling. It's very gripping. It's very chilling, and you're left wanting to know more about Tank Davis. You just want to know. But I've gained that respect. But I just didn't like the fact how Leo Santa Cruz was getting a lot of shine. Tank Davis he's a young guy, man. He's a young guy. And I was kind of glad that he took this fight camp and he's out in Vegas with Floyd. I'm kind of glad that he's training with Floyd because, the whole him training with Kevin Cunningham and Adrian Broner, I like Kevin Cunningham as a trainer. But Adrian Broner, I mean, he's a clown, man. And he was training with Broner. And I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, God, man, Broner had this dude at the club. Broner had him drinking. And it's like, y'all dudes in training camp, man. They in training camp. And Adrian Broner is just, he reckless and he wild. And I'm sitting here like, so what is Tank Davis going to do? Like, what is he legit going to do? Okay? I mean, luckily Tank Davis is such a gifted athlete and he's going to let his hands go. And Tank know how to fight. Okay? Broner, of course, Broner went in there and just looked a damn mess. But Tank Davis looked good. But see, your athleticism is only going to go so far. So I'm glad that Tank Davis just got away from that Adrian Broner influence, man. And, we don't have to worry about Tank making weight, man. If Floyd Mayweather, got his foot on him, Floyd is OCD. And Floyd Mayweather is a perfectionist, okay? Everything has to be perfect with him. So if he's helping train Tank Davis, you better believe that Tank's going to be on weight. Okay, Tank not going to be doing all the crazy stuff. Like, Tank Davis is actually doing what Floyd Mayweather does in a training camp. Like, they working out at crazy different times, man. It's like they're working out just nonstop hard, man. I'm talking about putting in work. And Tank Davis probably ain't never worked this hard in his whole damn life, man. And it's kind of good to see how Calvin Ford and Floyd Mayweather, they're working together. Like people thought that it was going to be this big distraction or this big mess where Floyd was going to take over and Floyd was going to do this and Floyd was going to do that. No, they're working together. Even Gervonta's trainer, Calvin Ford, he's actually in there sparring with Gervonta Davis, which I thought that was kind of, like, this dude's 56 years old. And the man getting in there giving Gervonta Davis some work, man. I liked it, man. I liked it. This All Access is probably one of my most favorite accesses. It's probably one of my most favorite one. Now, I didn't like the fact that Floyd Mayweather just would not shut the hell up. He just wouldn't do it. He was doing most of the talking, as usual. And I wanted Gervonta Davis to do most of the talking during his All Access, I wanted Tank Davis. I wanted to hear more. I wanted Tank Davis to elaborate more. But no, you can't hear because Floyd is talking for the man. Like, you talking about this dude goals like you're him. Well, Gervonta Davis is the highest paid lightweight in the division. I know because he with Mayweather Promotions. And, Tank Davis going to be this, Tank Davis going to that. Well, let Tank Davis tell me what he going to be instead of Floyd Mayweather Jr. telling me. Like Floyd it irritate the hell out of me. That's almost like, I'm taking somebody out and a chick try to order for me. That's never going to happen. I never let a chick order for me. I never man, please, you out your mind. Ain't nobody finna order nothing for me. I'm going to order my own food. Like, that's how I felt when I was watching this. I'm sitting here like, man, will Floyd Mayweather ever shut the hell up? And I'm sitting here thinking that the whole time. Can somebody tell Floyd to shut his mouth? But he wouldn't. He kept on and interrupting and interjecting and, oh, Tank can do this, Tank can do that. Well, Tank can take, Well, Tank just got to take his time. He can be, he's not a TV star. Tank Davis is a pay-per-view star. And Tank Davis just got to understand, he got to train like Pretty Boy. I work damn hard. I put in hard work, dedication. Blood, sweat, and tears. You better be fine. I did everything the hard way. I worked my way out of poverty. Like you hear Floyd's whole damn story. No, Floyd Mayweather, this not about you. This is about Tank Davis. I couldn't stand that, man. I couldn't stand it. Like, it drove me crazy. It drove me damn crazy. But I tell you, though, other than that, I really thoroughly enjoyed the segment. I really enjoyed it. And, I can't wait to see the prologue. I can't wait to see the prologue. I can't wait to see it after the fight, because I know that they're going to do a good job about this, man. You get the sense that these two, it's going to be, a fight to the death. But I don't think Leo Santa Cruz beat Tank Davis. And I've already told y'all before that I think Tank Davis can beat everybody in that division. I think Tank Davis can beat Devin Haney. I think he can beat Ryan Garcia. I think he could beat Shakur Stevenson. If they ever fought and Shakur moved up in weight. I think that Tank Davis could beat Vasily Lomachenko. I think Tank Davis can beat Teofimo Lopez. I've already thought that. I've been thought that. I think Tank Davis is probably the hardest puncher in that division. Okay, hands down. I think he punched harder than all them guys. And I just think Tank Davis is a very cagey type fighter. And Tank Davis got some hands. Okay, he got some hands. And he fast. He very fast, and Tank Davis is extremely accurate. So I think when Tank Davis get to fight these guys, I think people are going to see something in Tank Davis. Tank Davis, he's a good fighter. He's a good damn fighter. And I think he's gonna go undefeated. That's just my opinion. I think Tank Davis is the man at this division. Now he just got to line him up, And of course, Floyd Mayweather talking about, hey, you line him up, we're gonna keep beating him. You line him up, we're gonna keep beating him. You line him up, And I wish I could ask Floyd, why didn't you let him fight Vasily Lomachenko? Tank Davis, he was game. He was game for that fight. He wanted that fight, but Floyd was like, nope. These things take time. You just gotta take your time. Come on. But I enjoyed it, and I thought the narrator did a good job too. I thought the narrator, and when you do these all accesses and these things, you got to have a good narrator, man. I'm telling you, a narrator makes a difference. But if you got a garbage narrator, the all accesses ain't that good, man. If the narrator is garbage. But I would tell you guys, go ahead and check it out. Okay, go ahead and really check it out. Like you really saw some of the stuff that Tank was doing, man. Tank Davis is busting his ass right now. And this is what he's doing. But see, my wonder now, okay, Tank doing all this work, right? But what about in between fights? See, I want to know, is Tank going to be disciplined? Because he keeps saying, I want everything that Floyd got. Well, Floyd Mayweather, he was a student of discipline. Okay, I'm going to tell you. Y'all, a lot of people don't like Floyd. I don't like the guy. But you got to love the man's work ethic. This man's work ethic is second to none. Okay, there's nobody in the sport of boxing that would outwork Floyd Mayweather. Nobody. Okay, even in between fights, this man was still, he was working out. He was running his mileage. Floyd Mayweather was a gym rat. Even when Floyd Mayweather became Money Mayweather, he was a gym rat. Man, they say Floyd never took a day off from the gym. Real talk. They say Floyd Mayweather never took a day out of the gym. They say that this man worked out nonstop, even in between fights. Floyd Mayweather, what? He walked around at about 150 pounds, 151 pounds. Yeah, I read an article about it, man. Floyd said he walks around at about 150 pounds. His walking around weight. And, that's dedication. That's dedication. The man knew that he was worth $1 billion, so he treated his body and treated his craft like it was $1 billion craft. And that's why Floyd Mayweather have everything that he have. That's why he's got what he's got. And it's just a lot of guys that they don't want to do that. They don't want to do it. And Tank Davis, this is what he's going to have to do to get what Floyd has. He's going to have to sell out to the craft. that means when this fight's over, he can't go back to blowing up to like, what, 160, 165 pounds? Tank Davis like to blow up to? No, he can't do that, man. I think, Tank was damn near, 180 at one point, man. Like, it was ridiculous. And, of course, he was hanging out with Adrian Broner. And, you know, that's another thing, man. Floyd he really didn't associate with too many people that if he thought that the person would distract him from, you know, like doing well and training for a fight, you notice Floyd Mayweather would only hang out with people that would like stroke his ego. Like, real talk, Floyd would only hang out with people that would stroke his ego. But, you know, he did that for a reason. I guess he only wanted positive vibes around him during a training camp. Because y'all got to understand, man, training camps, they hard. They hard. You're away from your family. These fighters, they can't get none. You know, a lot of them, you can't get none while you're in camp. I mean, you're away from your family. You got to eat like all this darn health food that just don't taste very good. Then you got to get up at all times of the day. Your sleep pattern is all messed up. Okay, you tired a lot. And it's just, you know, it's hard on the body, man. Boxing already is hard on the body, but a training camp, whew, that's real hard on the body. So it is what it is, man. But, you know, I tell you guys, go check this out. Check out Showtime All Access, okay? This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. I'm done. What are you waiting on? Subscribe.